Regarding the Devon versus Ermes supermatch, Denis thinks that Devon created the perfect scenario to win, used his mind games to make Ermes nervous, and subsequently loaded him up and exhausted him.
Denis says, yeah, Larat created a perfect scenario for to beat Gladiator, and he played that scenario very well, and he pushed it through. And mind game was, was there. He make Hermes nervous, and that's how it started. And then he loaded him up, bloated him to make sure that his arms start bloating, and then he took the match. And that's approximately what they thought is gonna happen, and it's happened.
Denis believes it is not acceptable that Devon attempted to move and take Ermes's hand off during the grip of the setup before the referee said, "Go."
He took Hermes's wrist and fingers on one side, but on another side, those mind games and those games for the setup on the table, he said, it's for me personally, it's not really acceptable. And he said, I'm not sure how it looks like for our, fans, non-arm wrestling fans or beginner arm wrestlers fans, but for me as a professional, it's not acceptable. He said, if it's up to me, not up to show, it's very possible that I would just give him a fall if he will start unfaithfully playing at the table, and then we'll go on. Yeah, Denis says that his shit talking and talking in general, it's tolerable, and it's whatever, we can tolerate that. But that physical input, what he's doing on the table, jerking and stuff, he said this is not acceptable. We have to fight for grip up, and arm wrestle. He started to taking hand out right before it's already ready, and Hermes already set and loaded, and everything is ready to go. And at that exact moment when everybody expect the goal, Larat take his hand off or start moving or regripping.
Denis thinks that any manipulation in the setup was in favor of Devon, who was pulling up and lifting Ermes's elbow to provoke him.
So yeah, Denis and Babkin thinking that every time any manipulation was in favor of Devon, and Devon was basically provoking Hermes to do so. Every time, Hermes tried to set his elbow down on a pad and push Devon down, Devon would push back and, lift him up again.
Yeah,
Devon was pulling up and lifting his elbow again, and it was they think it was basically provoking from Devon.